Okay, well, it's time, so I think we can get started. So I invite you all just to close your eyes for a minute. Tune in internally just for a little while. And then let's go into our theme today. So our theme today is creativity. Creativity. So maybe we can just feel into that, what that means to us, how we react internally to this word. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And so we have I think, nice smaller group so we can go around and check in a little bit. Yeah, I think we have some new folks here. We're going to get into more of the source of creation working through us, is where we'll be going in meditation with creation. So let's go ahead and begin our first practice. So I invite you all to close your eyes and tuning into the body, preparing to meditate. And it's very good if the spine is straight and the neck pointing straight up to the ceiling. In our tradition, we recommend sitting upright so our back isn't against the back of the chair, as that promotes drowsiness. Feet flat on the ground. It's very helpful if the hips are higher than the knees, for a kind of ideal posture. And then chest open. I like to roll my shoulders back to really open the chest and the heart area. And just palms on the lap. And then I invite you to focus on your everyday breath. Just tuning into the everyday breath wherever it is and observing. Is the everyday breath heavy or is it light? Feeling the flow of air coming into the body and back out again. And then today we'll be working what we call the water breath. And that's simply breathing into the nose and breathing out through the mouth. So a steady breath in through the nose and then an exhale through the mouth, almost like a sigh. And then in our tradition, we say that breath is life. And so we like to focus on achieving a more full breath, bringing more energy into all the cells in the body with our breath. And so I like to put my hand on my stomach. It's mostly a stomach breath that we like to do. And so just feeling the stomach with every breath, just gently breathing more deeply with every breath. My teacher says that the secret to a full breath is a complete exhale. It's actually letting all of the air out at the end of the exhale, it can be quite challenging. And so we have some tips for that. It can be very helpful to squeeze the stomach muscles a little bit toward the end of the exhale. And then if we let more of the air out, the inhale just kind of happens naturally. It's almost like the universe is breathing us. And so once we have a pretty rhythmic full breath going, the next step is to focus on our chest, our heart center. And so I really like to put my other hand on my chest. It can be very comforting to have one hand on our stomach and one hand on our chest. And just breathing in through the in through the nose and out through the mouth. And so now we make the focus of our meditation our heart. Just placing our attention on our chest. This very central part of us. We're mammals, it's a central part of our being to have a heart. So just giving it attention. And then maybe by just placing our attention on our chest, we can start to get the sense for our heartbeat. That lub dub sensation. And that really is the essence of heart rhythm meditation. The mind we don't worry too much about monkey mind because the mind has a wonderful job to feel the heartbeat. You place the attention on the heartbeat. And then for those that are new to this, maybe, I don't feel so, what is he talking about? I don't feel a heartbeat. That was me too. It took me 2 months when I started. And so, you can feel your wrist and feel the pulse or on the neck. Or we just use our imagination. What would it feel like to feel that steady heartbeat? And what's amazing is the nervous system responds. Over time, we develop the capability to fully sense the heartbeat whenever we'd like. And then the most advanced part of our practice is to count heartbeats. And so if you like, you can try to do this where it brings a lot of balance with the breath. For example, count 4 heartbeats on the inhale and 4 heartbeats on the exhale, or maybe 6 on the inhale and 6 on the exhale. You sort of find the count that is most comfortable to us. And then, it's always important just to stay at our comfort level, For many of us, just a full breath with a water breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, maybe with a hand on a stomach. That's a wonderful place to meditate. I meditate that way myself quite often. But maybe just feeling the heartbeat and the breath. And then those who have done this a while, where we actually develop that rhythmic counting. And that becomes our station for the practice. And so you can find your comfort level as you continue to listen. We're going to go further into these metaphors and these experiences of the water element. And so with the water breath, the metaphor is often rain or even a waterfall. And so we begin by using the inhale and placing our attention above us. So above our head, above the crown, up toward the heavens. We just place our attention almost infinitely above us on the inhale. And this has a wonderful lifting effect, kind of a rising energy. Maybe you even feel your shoulders lifting up with the inhale as we place our attention above. And then on the exhale, we breathe down into the bottom of our hearts, energizing our hearts with love. Love, and the metaphor is water. So these beautiful energies are pouring down upon us. And so on the inhale, this is a very pure form of energy that comes from above. It represents the unmanifest in our tradition, very angelic kind of energies. And so these waters pour down into the heart. And this often, you know, as we breathe down, we touch a lot of our emotions, and memories can come up. The heart really becomes a gateway to the unconscious when it's energized. And so really the theme of the water breath, one of the core themes is just love, a pure kind of love. And so we're just filling ourselves with these waters, with these energies from above, energizing ourselves with these pure waters. And for once, we can be ourselves. We can feel full. The love is always there, always waiting. It doesn't need to come from another person or a certain situation. In all of these places within ourselves, these darker crevices of the heart, they become filled. So as we continue to do this practice, pouring this love into the heart, it starts to become fuller and fuller. The heart just loves this energy, and we become more nourished. We live in a life where we're continually stimulated, pulled in many directions, and a lot is asked of us from many people. And it's difficult to be ourselves. And so this is a way to nourish ourselves first, to fill ourselves, to energize ourselves with pure love, unconditional love, for no reason, just purely unconditional, no matter what our situation is or what we need to do or what we have done. And then some very special things begin to happen. We begin to realize and remember why we're here. And we begin to create what we love. When human beings are fully nourished, they just create beauty. It's our nature. All right. You can begin to return your breathing to normal. Maybe just feeling ourselves sitting in the seat, our feet on the ground. And then I like to wiggle my toes and my fingers. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. It's beautiful to meditate with you all. I just felt my heart just fill up like a glass of water, just rise, just really get very, very energized and very full. Okay. So I'm going to do a reading today on the water breath. So this is one of our books, Living from the Heart, and our teachers there, Paran and Susanna. So I'm just going to read that. They have a chapter on the water element. So I'm just going to read a little bit of that for inspiration. The water element. When we come to the water element, we find that it is pliable and can be poured from one vessel to another. The course of a river or a stream may be diverted and made to go in another direction. What water is? The water element is that which makes things soft, pliable, flowing, flexible, and fertile. It's the water in the earth that allows it to support life. The purification by water is washing. Water has the capacity to dissolve substances and carry them away. Its flow purifies everything in its path as it deepens, smooths, and polishes. In the process of alchemy, the royal art, the first step is to take the substance from the solid to the fluid state, and from the fluid to the volatile state, so that it can be transformed. As long as it is solid, it cannot be transformed. In the fluid state, we can be purified more easily. And that was a quote from a teacher of Eliot. Within the body, the water element is seen in the circulation of blood and lymph and in the contents and interface of every cell. By the action of the water element, nutrients are distributed and impurities of the body are flushed out. In the psyche, the water element is shown in the ability to give and accept, to create and appreciate beauty, and to love. Because water is a fluid, usually, it is more responsive to the pull of gravity than a solid. Due to the gravity of the earth, both rocks and streams tumble down a hillside. But the rocks get lodged and stop where their friction resists further movement. Water has practically no friction, no particle size, and no fixed shape. Its adaptability allows it to find a way past all obstacles, eventually reaching the river at the bottom of the mountain and flowing on to the sea. All right, so that's a little bit about from this book, which has, the basic practice that I've been teaching here and, a lot of other nice things. All right, so unless there's any other questions, I think we can do our second meditation. All right, so I invite you all to close your eyes. And then again, tuning into the body, preparing the body to meditate. Spine and neck straight up to the ceiling. And feet flat on the ground. Maybe shoulders back and chest exposed. And then we return back to this breathing pattern with a water breath. Maybe tuning into where we are with our breath, any emotions riding on the breath. And then just like before, deepening the breath. And I invite you to put your hand on your stomach again. I really like to put my fingers over my belly button and just feeling the stomach expand and then feeling the belly button approach the back of the spine with every exhale. And then just like before, putting our hand on our chest, deepening into the water breath again. Getting a sense for the heartbeat. And then just like before, we return to this pouring down of water from above. On the inhale, there's a lifting and a rising as we place our intention above us, attention above us. And then we feel this beautiful water pouring down upon us. So perhaps we can feel these sensations over our skin, as we exhale, where these refreshing waters are restoring us and washing us, all across the face and the ears and the neck, and sensing our arms and our fingers all across the organs within the chest and the stomach, even along the back. It's like we're having an energetic shower, refreshing of water. So with every breath, more love, more nourishing water pours upon us. There are many wonderful qualities of the water element. Creativity is just one of them, creating what we love. But then there's also the side of the water element that's more on the saintly side, we say, which is devotion. When human beings act out of devotion, it's they can achieve that which a great master could never do. It's like puzzling. Because with devotion, we do almost become that which is our ideal. just it just becomes everything that we do, everything we think about. Forgiveness is another wonderful quality of the water element. With a stream of water pouring down from above, this is really a connection from earth to have from heaven to earth. So these waters pour from above, and we become this vessel, and the love actually just flows straight through us into the creation, into earth, into this world. And sometimes it takes this kind of pure love flowing through us for forgiveness to actually happen. For it to really be felt inside of us. We cannot do it alone. And very often, the most difficult one to forgive is ourselves. There's kind of a dance with the water breath, because as we pour all of this love down, it can bring up a lot. It's like we're pouring love into the dark crevices of our heart. And so, yeah, here's that relationship I was in, and here's that time I was rejected. So these things can come up. And so then it's a dance where we go back up to the heavens. So we emphasize the inhale. And this is the pure, unmanifest, ideal world above us. And so it lifts the heart. So we just kind of take a deep breath in the inhale above. And so it's kind of a dance where we dive deep in the heart and start to work through some of our challenges, some of these places that have not felt any love. And then we breathe back up. It's like a breath of fresh air whenever we need it. And as we work more with the water breath, these deep mystical things can happen. We talk in our tradition of being co-creators. So we can have these experiences where when there's enough love, when we finally feel nourished enough with our hearts and in our souls, that we feel the source of creation working through us. The creator loves to create every opportunity, every chance. The drive to create in this world is very strong. The creator loves to create. The source of creation loves to always manifest. And we're the way that it happens. We're the ones physically here. It's through us. but the one wishes to create beauty and bring great harmonies to this world. And there's nothing more happy and no better way to live our lives than in alignment with that. It's really being being nourished enough with the love of the one that we can finally be ourselves and create what we love, which is also what the one being loves. All right, and so now I'm going to put on a piece of music. It can be beautiful to meditate to some music, and we'll just continue with a water breath. All right. And returning back from the meditation. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. It's great. Great meditation. I feel quite a lot of peace after doing the water breath, which is very interesting. Just feel very full. Heart feels very full. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
I'm not